Hi everyone, my name's Michelle, and I was part of the 19th annual DIYDS Festival, which I think is now back in 2016. DIYDS had a really wonderful and significant impact on me. I think a lot of times with film, especially, or with any creative project, there's this idea that you have to have a ton of resources or a ton of experience to make something decent. And when I was a high schooler, I certainly did not have either of those things. And DIYDS was really a validating experience because I think the lesson it ultimately instills is that you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be someone with a ton of resources. You just have to be someone who is creative and passionate, and you can make something that is meaningful and that you can be proud of. Since DIYDS, I attended Harvard undergrad and graduated in 2020. After that, I moved to New York City, where I currently live, and I've been working as a consultant. And I spend quite a bit of my free time watching a ton of film. I still love the medium, and actually writing a bit about film as well. So I couldn't be more thrilled that DIYDS is now in its 25th year. So congratulations, and thank you so much for having me be part of it.
You know, the hardest part about these videos is definitely the hello. Hello, Do It Your Damn Self Festival and filmmakers and audience. My name is Joy Sunday, and I was part of the 15th annual Do It Your Damn Self Festival in 2015. I don't know if I need to say Do It Your Damn Self every time, but it is a great festival name, isn't it? I'm sure it feels amazing to be a part of this experience, to be amongst these other talented filmmakers and learning from each other and laughing with each other, especially after everything that the world has been through in the past, I don't know, thousands of years, but also just the past year. The fact that you've not only created this film, but chose to share it with the world is really important and a grand step in your future as a storyteller, as an Imagineer, everything. So kudos for you for coming out and for sharing your story and for having fun. Remember to do that. It doesn't always last. I remember it being quite impactful as a teenager because it was the first time I'd ever been invited to travel for a film that I had made, much less something that really came from the heart and was honestly a little bit of a school project. And so to find a home for it and to be so warmly welcomed was really affirming as a teenager, and all the more stressed to me how important it is to share my story and to share stories that I find inspiring and personal. You know, DIYDS and a couple of other organizations have been integral in empowering me, and I feel so many others in having faith in a path and in a community that maybe you didn't necessarily feel like you were welcome to, or you didn't feel like you had access to. And I felt so special with DIYDS, and it made me think, okay, like I could do this, and this could be a part of my life, and it is attainable and feasible, and I will find a home. DIYDS was so generous with the attention and care that I received as a teenager. It's not as, you don't often feel like you are respected, and I felt respected at DIYDS, and so I'm grateful to the festival for that. Since DIYDS, I have run the gamut of things that you could possibly do. I was in my freshman year of college when I attended DIYDS, and so since then I've graduated from film school. I've traveled to a bunch of different countries just of my own volition. I worked at a studio for a couple of semesters, and then when I graduated, continued working there. But then after that, I decided I wanted to go back into acting. And here I am 5 years later and still chasing my dreams. I did the excruciating work of looking at the video that I filmed for DIYDS 7 years ago, so you didn't have to, please don't. And it's really, it was honestly quite lovely to see that in a lot of ways I'm still the same person. And as much as this journey and whatever you choose to do might make you feel uncertain and might make you feel unsteady, and it isn't a very secure path, I promise you that you and the essence of who you are will still make it. So keep on keeping on. All right, thank you, DIYDS. Greetings from Bucharest, Romania. Hopefully I'll be back stateside soon and able to join you. But if not, I wish you all the best. And please know that you have a home here and make yourself feel welcome in it. All right.